Hey guys, welcome to another explainer video. And before I go ahead and start this video, if anybody is wondering if this flight is real, of course it is not real. This is a fictional flight, and this is supposed to be an Austrian Airlines 286 flight, but Austrian Air doesn't have a 777-300ER, and there's no livery for it on the explain forums, which is why I'm using a Lufthansa, because in Frankfurt, I guess it kind of makes sense to have Lufthansa since it is in Germany. So unless Lufthansa home base is somewhere else, could be like Tegel or something. I'm not sure. Maybe I can search it up now. Yeah, but I'm doing it because it makes a bit more sense since I think Lufthansa's home base it's in Cologne actually, but since wait, let's see, is there any other headquarters? Oh yeah, the hubs is also in Frankfurt, which should be fine. So yeah. Anyways, I'm using the 777-2 because it is much more of a challenge instead of a A320 or a 737, and the actual Austrian Air 286 is a -8, so and I don't have a -8, so whatever. The real Lufthansa 286 is not a flight anymore. It used to be one for 7 years ago. It was a flight from Berlin to Stuttgart, or Stuttgart. Can't be sure about the pronunciation. Yeah, it was a 737-5. So it's a fun fact for you. Anyways, back to this. We're back with a 777 flight, and we are flying from Frankfurt to Innsbruck, and we are Lufthansa 286. Cruising altitude is flight level 230. We have 12.4 tons of fuel and about 31.7 tons of weight. So the flight time is about 1 hour, and that should be it. And also, this Lufthansa new livery can be found on the Explain forum, which is made by me. If I can get out of the building way. Currently on the website, it is not completely white here, but I'll probably update it when I'm editing this video or something. But yeah, by the time this video goes out, it should be in the Explain forums updated. So yeah. Yes. This is also a fictional livery because Lufthansa does not have a 777-300ER. It only has the 200LR, I think. Let's see. No, it doesn't even have a 777. Sorry. Yeah. It's about to have the 777-9 in about 2 years' time. So, I mean, it's kind of fine, but I'm pretty sure even Flight Factor made a 777 livery, so yeah, for the Lufthansa, so whatever. Anyways, go to the overhead panel. We can start off with the left and right engine primary hydraulics. Smoking sign goes to on. Trim air goes on. Resuck fans, and temperature set to auto. Again, everything about this is about fictional, so don't complain in the comment section that this is not fictional and this is not real and whatsoever. Sorry. Anyways, to the FMC, the initial position. There we go. Reference airport is Frankfurt, Echo Delta Foxtrot. Starting destination is of course Echo Delta Foxtrot. Arrival destination is the Innsbruck, Lima Oscar Whiskey India. Flight number is Lufthansa 286. Yep. Departing runway is 25 left, and the departure SID is the Retim 7 Foxtrot departure. After that, the route will be on Lima 603, and just because the 777 FMC is a bit weird, in the sense that if I put anything wrongly, it is very hard to delete it. I'm just gonna enter the final waypoint on the airway also, and the end of the waypoint end is LOWI, and the next airway is Zulu 106, then manual, and the next airway, which is the final one, is Mike 736, followed by the Tulsi, and then we will do the Tulsi 3 Alpha arrival for I am going to set the approach as we're going to do the circle to land 08 arrival. The winds are 270, so it is this basically the opposite winds, but just doing the circle to land for fun. So I guess the initial approach will be the localizer 26. If there is localizer 26, no. Sunny RNF and visual approach. Okay. Interesting. We will want the visual approach for east, but don't think I can do that. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's see, what is the final waypoint? It should be Rottenburg. Yep, it's Rottenburg, and we can set the, I guess that will be the route for us, and by Rottenburg it will be at yeah, 9005 is fine, as said in the flight plan. We'll be staying at 9005 until we capture the localizer, and we're 19 DME out, and then we'll start to descend into the airport. So, we shall leave it as the flight plan. We'll execute the flight plan, and the navigational frequency will be for Oscar Echo Victor, which the localizer for that is 111.10, and the final approach cost is 255. There we go. And after we reach, I'll do the arrival briefing later. As for the departure briefing, we'll be doing the, what is it again? The Red Team 7 Foxtrot departure. Where is it? Red Team 7 Foxtrot departure. Alright, we'll do the overlay. Hold on, give me a second. If it will put an overlay. I think it's not doing an overlay. Come on. Yeah, it's a bit interesting there. Hold on, let me see if I can do this. There we go. Alright, apparently it just only wants to capture my second monitor instead of my main monitor. So we just do the second monitor. We'll do the Red Team 7 Foxtrot arrival, as you can see there. And we'll be departing off 25 left. It's a left turn out of Frankfurt. And that'll be about it for the climb. We have to be at minimum of 2,500 feet at DF 159, and I think 5,000 for restriction at this three waypoints, and we have to be a maximum of 210 knots for the departure. So yeah, anyways, back to explain. It should be all in the flight plan, I would say. Yep, 210 knots. 5,000 feet is not said anywhere, but I don't really care. To be fair, I think I can go above 5,000. Let's see, is there anything that tells me to? Oh, that's the initial climb clearance, never mind. And the transition is 5,000 feet, so, yep. Reserves for this flight is 6.6 tons. Cruising altitude is 230, as I have mentioned earlier. Cost index is 26. And there is no problems. Alright, thrust limiters. Let's find the META for Frankfurt. And it is 21012 knots. Temperature is... I have to go into the website. I was trying to look it up from the description of Google. 10 degrees Celsius. So I put in 10 degrees Celsius. And with the rate to 15%. Climb to is fine, I guess. Takeoff request the data. Gross rate of departure will be, I'll say, 211 tons. Flaps departure is 5, and those are our V speeds, which is very low. Let's set the winds too, which is... What's the wind? Oh, it's variable 5 knots, gusting 16 knots. I guess I can use the forecast instead, which is 2705 knots. And yeah, there we go. Right, that should be it. Let's select our speeds. V1 will be the same as rotation speed actually. So V2 speed is 153. Auto throttle arm, flight director on, LNAV, and flight change. Auto rec set to RTO. Turn on the VORs, which we might need. Airport and data, traffic goes on. TCAS is off, but it's fine. Set the local QNH. It is 1013. Alright, whatever, we don't need to change anything then. Set the stabilizer trims to 5.8. Alright, 5.8 is set. And we'll set the runway heading of, let's see, 248. Alright, can plan the pushback. The departing runway will be here, and I guess we will be coming in through here, which is what is that? That is Mike 7. So our departure point is be Mike 7, and our pushback point will be nose right, tail left onto November. Actually, no, we'll do nose left, tail right. We'll taxi out to the left here ourselves. I'm pretty sure this is the operation procedures for real life too, so yeah, whatever. And I'm not even sure if a 777 can park in this tank. So
plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Alright. Set the frequency to Unicom, even though we're not on VetSim. But whatever. Alright, we'll start the APU. Left aft fuel pump and APU bleeds. Packs go on. We'll start the pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Generators. Oh my god. Okay, there we go, much better. We drive over the ground handling unit. Disconnect the ground power. And turn on the window seat. Left and right demand electric hydraulics go on, and turn on the lights too because I like it. Left and right C1 primary electric goes on, engine E C1 normal auto start on, and left and right electric demand C1 C2 goes on. Beacon light goes on, nav lights and logo lights go on too, anti-side set to auto, and seatbelt sense go to on, pressurizations auto, and that should be it.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Plus the cargo fire arm forward and aft. There we go. I always forget about that, but forget about that. I mean, so luckily I didn't know, but it doesn't really make a difference. So yeah. Anyways, guess we can do the before start checklist. Right, auto brake set to RTO. CP is all set. V2 of 153. Runway heading 248. Oh yeah, the altitude set to 230. Go. Transponder is set to 2000. Aileron and rudder trim should be 0.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release working brake.
Stabilizer trim is set to 5.8. Taxi and takeoff briefing, or whatever. Taxi briefing. We'll be taxiing out. We'll be pushing back here. Then we'll taxi left over here, straight down, and then right. Over here actually. Is it there? No, sorry, right over here, and cross 25 right and 25 left. It should be it for the taxi briefing. Doors should be closed and armed, and flight deck door goes to close and locked too. External bow is disconnected. Hydraulics is on. Fuel pumps all go to on, and seatbelt signs is on. All right, we are ready for push and start. So we'll disconnect the parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Right, may start engines. We'll start engines in a while, or in a bit. Engine 2. And the right engine bleeds go on. Fuel flow. It's a bit hard on the frame rate there. I think I checked my FPS. Yeah, 19 FPS. One thing I'm confused about the 777 for the flight factor, I'm not sure if this also happens in real life, is that one side of the engine will turn clockwise, so you can see the spiral here is turning clockwise, and the other side will turn anti-clockwise. I mean, maybe that's already a problem, but the other problem is that if you ever increase your throttle much, more than what's idle, then the engines will turn the other direction. So I mean the fans will turn the other direction. So yeah. Right, engine 2 good start, engine 1 start, and engine left bleeds go on. Fuel flow.
Operation
set the parking brake.
complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
As you can tell by it here, it's turning anti-clockwise here and it's turning clockwise here, so yeah, might be a bit of a problem, but whatever. Anyways, we set flaps 5.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Right, APU goes off, APU generators off, APU bleeds off. We'll check for flight controls. Right. Full up. Full down. Full left. full right, rudder's left, and rudder right. Right, flight controls is checked. Runway turn off lights and taxi light goes on. And before taxi checklists, engines is started, APU selector switch is off, generators is off, bleeds is off. Verified. Flaps is set to 5 in green. Flight controls is checked. NDS set to auto. Taxi clearance is not obtainable. Ground signal. Oh, he's gone. It should be obtained. And taxi and turn off lights is on. Alright, we're ready to taxi. Disengage the parking brakes. And we'll leave for Innsbruck. The left turn out here onto, if I'm correct, November or something. Yeah, November. I hope that was a fine turn. That wasn't that bad. Alright, should be the next left turn onto Lima 6 cross 25 center. Actually, yeah, 25 center, not 25 right. I forgot there was a runway back there too. For 25 right. And we'll go on mic 10 to mic 7. And that's it. Oops. Wing lights go on. There goes the door. Not bad for the default Aerosol Frankfurt. I'm not even sure if this is the default Aerosol Frankfurt or this is one of the scenery from the Excellent forums. Taxiway needs to work though, so yeah. Right, now we're on November 4. Straight up will be Lima 6. And that's the whole shot point. There should not be anyone since I'm not on VetSim. And to be fair, I probably won't be on VetSim for a long time. At least when I'm recording. Maybe when I'm offline doing my own flights, yeah I will. But recording, not really. Strobe lights go on. Terrain radar goes on. Spoiler set to arm. Transponder set to TRA. Alright. Insufficient fuel, I doubt so. You'll probably leave with more than enough fuel. Strobe lights go off. Alright, we can start with the before takeoff checklist now. Wing lights set to on. Transponder TARA. Terrain radar is set to on. I'll turn the strobe lights on now. Spoiler set to arm. Strobe lights is on. Takeoff clearance is not obtainable. Landing lights. I'll wait until I line up the runway. Alright, I guess landing lights can come on now. Final thing is the clock. And before takeoff checklist is complete. We are about 13 minutes late, but it's alright. Alright. I'll show you this, the engine's turning the wrong way. Take note it's clockwise now. It's at 60% N1. Yep, it's not turning anti-clockwise. Engines are stable. Set the thrust. Speed is live. Thrust is set. $80 knots. E1, rotate. If any, there was like condensation effects there. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Or positive climb shall do, but whatever. We should not do such a high climb profile, because we are only on climb 2 thrusts. VNAV. Okay. And this thing is turning anti-clockwise over here. Maybe you can turn this off? Nah, that looks too horrible. We'll do our left turn. Almost forgot about it. Oh my god. It's asking me to pull up even though the flight director is asking me to go down. Wow, are you serious? Beautiful departure. That was a bad idea. Oh my god, never mind. Guess there was some problem with the controls there. Oh god. Trim down. Right. I'll probably speed up to 50 knots soon. And we'll turn on the autopilot actually. And there comes back the lighting. And I do have auto for this place, so yeah. Definitely looks much better with auto. Flaps 1. Flaps up. And as usual, it's gaining speed before it climbs. And I guess the autopilot is still not smart enough. And there goes everything again. Alright, we're in the cloud. And out goes us from the cloud. And in goes us again. Speed brake goes on. There we go. Prepare for your ears to be destroyed. Or not. Sorry, there we go. What a great color setting there. Looks so horrible. I'm trying to find a moment for a screenshot, but I don't think I can find the moment. So we should probably just reduce the engine's volume. There we go, much better. And enjoy some of the views out here. You know, there isn't much of a great view out here. Set the standard for the QNH. It's gonna amp up the volumes of the engine now. That should be fine. Should probably close some programs because how do I say this? Ortho plus HD mesh plus Europe is never a good combination. So yeah, and I'll probably reduce that wind zone in the post editing. So yeah, you don't have to suffer from that. Finally. It looks so disgusting with the shading on the plate. I want a good screenshot, but I don't think I'm getting one. Guess that's one if I need it. Much better on this side. Although it's quite bright though, so might not look that good. Every time there's a freeze, there will be a screenshot taken. So yeah. What the under calculation for the top of climb there in 5 nautical miles. Top of descent is still quite far away, so we have plenty of time in cruise. Not even sure why I chose 230. I think I can go higher. Let's see. What does the flight normally cruise at? I'm pretty sure it'll be lower because it's a dash 8, so it was at 230. I see. Okay. Alright. I think I can do the after takeoff. Landing lights come up. Strobe lights go off. No, the strobe light stays on, sorry. When I turn off light goes on, taxi light goes on, seatbelt signs can go off. Gears is up, flaps is up. And I think that should be it. I closed the Photoshop for my checklist, so I really don't want to open it again. So I think that's it. I hope so. Oh yeah, spoilers is also down, that I can remember. And yeah, that should be it. So I guess I can set a view. Oh my god, I should not use those movements. It's fairly fast. And this is a decent view, so I guess I will leave it at this view. And I will be back at top of the sun. So see you all in a moment. Alright, we are nearly there to our top percent, about 20 more miles to go, and the plane has already started slowing down, which means that in theory we should be reducing our MCP altitude soon. So yeah, we can set to 9005 now. 9005, there we go, and we can start planning for our arrival. We set all the brakes to 3. Alright, sure, all the brakes 3. Right, let's check the META at LOWI. What is happening to the speed? Just reduced to 207. I don't know what it's doing. Alright. META variable 3 knots. QNH 1010. Let's set 1010. There we go. And minimums is, let's see, what is the minimums? Minimums is 3,700. In that case, I will set to 3,700 is barrel actually. Come on, there we go, barrel. I'll set to 3,650 because I'll be at 3,700 before the turn, but I know that the minimum is 3,700. So if I don't see the runway by the time I am at 4.2 DME from the airport, I will have to go around. And because the reason why I'm putting a 3650 is because I know this thing will just keep calling minimums if I am staying at 3,700. So just in case it ever does that, then yeah, that's the reason why. So I guess the aircraft will start its descent very fast in a few seconds. Anyways, we'll do the descent checklist. FMC is programmed. Altimeters is set to QNH 1010. NTIs is set to auto. Auto brakes is set to 3. Minimum set to 3650 for barrel. Recall is checked, and approach briefing. Well, we'll be flying in for the Tulsa 3 Alpha arrival, which I'll go through in a second after I reach the top of the descent, because I want to monitor the descent for the aircraft. Oh, that's a weather reload. There we go. And I do not have any ortho over here, so everything will just look normal. As in, it will just look like Innsbruck default. Anytime now, it should start descending. And there goes the engines. There we go. Yep, it should be descending already. Let's check the OBS. Yep, it's already descending. Alright, we can switch over to the level graph. We'll be coming to Tulsa 3 Alpha arrival, so Tulsa will be the last waypoint for the airway, and then we'll go to Rattenberg, VOR, and then we will be on the localizer for 26. In the case, we'll turn right 210 and intercept. Oh my god, are you serious? Intercept the localizer for 26, which is OEV, and once we reach 4.2 OEV, we'll turn left heading 2. Oh my god, are you serious? Can you not explain? We'll turn left heading 230 for a bit, and then we'll turn right at this point over here. I will probably use Simlink to track where I am, and then at 3.5 OEV we'll turn right back to the runway, although I might do it a bit later because this is a 777, so yeah. Anyways, we'll go back to explain because I don't think the computer can take it. Oh yeah, the memory is full now again. I'm not sure, maybe I do have auto. Are you serious? The problem is that the CPU is not overloaded, and OBS is saying the CPU is overloaded. The memory is the one that is the problem, so I don't know. I'm not sure what is the problem here. Come on. I guess I'll just load every single angle. Anyways, I guess I will skip right here because I don't want you guys to suffer this trauma with me. Apparently the plane is starting to descend at a very high rate for some reason. It's gonna go to 168. Come on, stop it please. We'll turn right heading 210 later, so we'll set to 210 first. There we go. Anyways, I'll be back once I am approaching Rettenberg. Okay, we are coming in to the Rettenberg VOR, and we are ready to set our heading to 210. So we'll hold our heading first until we reach the Rettenberg VOR, and then we'll turn right heading 210 degrees, and then we'll try to capture the localizer for 26, sorry. For now, we will just set our speed to 200 because we have to be at our final approach speed quite early, and if I'm correct, this is quite a steep descent into the airport, so yeah. Anyways, after we reach 9005, we will stop at 9005, and then once we are at 19 DME out from OEV, we will start to descend to 3,700 feet. And the transition for this airport is by ATC. Altitude is also by ATC, so that is pretty unfortunate. Right, so we'll turn right heading 210. Set the local QNH. Flaps 1. Flaps 5. Keep the spoilers down for now. And I have also lowered the volume because it is much easier on my ears, just in case X-Plane freezes again and again. It's a good screenshot over here, I think. There we go. Got that screenshot. We'll activate the localizer now, and we'll wait for it to capture. Currently 23 DME out from OEV. Let's see, can we tune into the frequency of 111.1? I don't think we can for the these two VORs. Not sure though. Doesn't seem like it allows me to. Alright, whatever. The problem is that because once I pass the VOR for the OEV, I will not have any DME anymore, so yeah, it's quite unfortunate. Alright, that's the localizer for OEV, and we'll set our altitude to 3,700 now. And we need to be at 3,700 by DME 4.2. So that is 15 nautical miles or so to run. And yeah, alright, we'll slow down to minimum speed now, which would be 136 knots. And we'll start our descent into Innsbruck. Not that much. Maybe 1,003. That should be fine. Anyways, gear down. There's also one more reason why I'm flying today to Innsbruck instead. Well, it's because I'm taking a chance again. Tomorrow I am going to a actual simulator in real life. Not a full motion one though, so it's quite unfortunate, but still. It's still a motion simulator, not a motion simulator, a simulator, but it's a 737, and I have plans to do this approach too for the Circle to Land 08. So I mean, I don't mind practicing it in a 777, even though it's a 737 simulator. So flaps 15. Might need to descend a bit faster. Okay. To 3007. Let's see whether I can do a fix. How do you do this again? LOWI runway 26. Well, LOWI? There we go. Bridge distance. I'll do. What is it? 25. What's the reciprocal of 255? 75 slash 4.2. Close enough. There we go. That's the fix for about 4 DME. Flaps 20. Flaps 25. And there goes that explain again. Oh, welcome back, explain. And we'll do flaps 30. What a steep descent into the valley. Innsbruck should be over there. That's the runway. And the airport there should be buildings. Yeah, that's not really rendered in high quality now. Will be once I am on the ground. Right, we're set heading of 230 on our MCP. And we'll turn left at 4.2 DME. It should be quite soon. Yeah, landing lights come down, seatbelt signs go on, taxi lights go on, runway turn-off light goes on. We'll do the approach and final approach checklist. Approach checklist, landing taxi and runway turn-off lights on, seatbelt signs on. Final approach checklist. Spoilers set to arm. Altimeter is set to local QNH 1010. Landing gears is down and it's green. Flaps is set 30 green. Recoil is checked. Landing clearance is not obtainable. Cabin lights it's not required. Right. We'll wait for 4.2 DME and we'll do our left turn. And we'll do a 3.5 fix too, if we can. 3. There we go. So about 3.5 will be about there-ish. So I guess I will have kinda a point where I can turn. Let's see whether I can do 3.5 over here.
Minimums.
Nope, I can't. Never mind.
Minimums.
Not exactly minimums yet, but alright, we'll continue the approach. There is no clouds in the airport's vicinity. And we'll get ready to do the left turn. And we'll turn now.
Approaching minimums.
Yeah, I know, we are approaching minimums. And we'll do a heading hold. I will set the next heading, which is 264. I will disconnect the autopilot after I fly the heading of 264. Looking great out here. And there's the airport there. There is no church, but I think it should be over there or something? Either there or there. I can't remember where exactly it will be, but yeah. For now, we'll continue on this heading towards the mountain. So be a fairly interesting arrival. I would have to do a very steep turn. Because if I don't, I will hit that mountain over there. And I am not joking. I have tried this before in a 777 and it wasn't fun, I can tell you. Alright, we're about 3/4 before the right turn to 264. Quite close there. And we'll do the right turn now. Let's hope it doesn't crash into the mountain there. It would probably scream terrain at me pretty soon.
Approaching minimums.
Alright, we will set the final heading of the runway heading of 078. Sorry, we'll have to put a heading hold. There we go. Alright. We'll have to direct to the Rothenburg VOR if we have to go around, so yeah. It's quite a close one on the left wing over here. It's pretty scary to be sitting on the left wing. Alright. Auto throttle. Disconnect. I have the throttle. Alright. Getting ready to turn soon. Autopilot, disconnect. And we will do the turn. Basically,
Minimums.
about now. Right. And we also have to descend while we do the turn, but not too much either.
Minimums.
We have already said continue, so we'll continue. We need to descend, can't forget about that. We need to do a steeper turn still. It's not steep enough.
Terrain. 1,000.
I do idle power. Right, we can level off about now. There we go. Got the airport inside. We are too low, so we'll just slow down and level off first. Alright, that was a nice turn. Alright, bit of throttle in. We'll just wait until it's too white, too green before we continue. And apparently we are still descending,
500.
but whatever.
$400. 300.
200.
100. 50. 30.
And I just remember the runway is very, very unstable. As in, like, it is not flat, so we'll have a lot of bumps. And we'll put the nose down now. There we go. Reverses. Max reverses. Yep, the runway is, again, it is not flat. Either reverses, slow the reverses, manual braking. Auto brake set to off. And we have made it to Innsbruck. Alright. Should have set the airport to flat first beforehand, but I'm not sure whether it will make all the hills flatten too. So yeah, because landing lights go off. If X-plane can respond. Landing lights off, strobe lights off, transponder set to standby, spoilers down, flaps set to up, and we'll taxi to the gates. APU goes to on, NTIs go off, terrain radar goes off, auto throttle and flight director disarm. After landing checklist, spoilers is down. We'll stop here first. Spoilers is down, flaps is up, reverse is stowed, landing and strobe lights is off, weather and terrain radar is off, auto brakes is off. Yep. Transponder set to standby, NTIs is off, clock was not even started in the first place, but we'll record our arrival timing. Go. APU started, APU bleeds and generators go on, cabin lights, it's not required. Alright, we'll taxi to parking. The landing rate recorded by SimStore is -273, but with that runway terrain, you can't really go below 250. I don't think so, but if you do, well, I'm pretty sure you're quite lucky. So yeah, I guess that's Innsbruck for you. And we shall also add the landing clip right here.
Minimums.
Terrain. 1,000.
500. 400. 300.
200.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
I'll come back. Not sure how the landing clip will be, but I'll be interested to find out. Definitely. Right. I'm pretty sure none of these gates are big enough to hold a 777. So what I'm going to do is go for the biggest one, which is Golf 14 apparently. So yeah. Alright, running turn-off lights can go off, taxi lights can go off, and we'll go into Golf 14. Let's see whether I can do this turn perfectly, because if I don't, well, it's a rip. This is gonna be hard. Cheated there, I used the external, but I think I have to use the external. Alright, there we go. I'm pretty sure I'll be blocking everyone who wants to cross by, so yeah. Parking brakes set. And we'll cut the fuel flow. Come on. Cut. There we go. Right, ground handling. Come in. Beacon lights go off, seatbelt signs go off. And generators go off. We will connect ground power. APU goes off, batteries go off, fuel pumps go off, pressurization is off, or manual, packs and trims go off, hydraulics go off, and that's it. Right, we're safely at the ground at Innsbruck. Hope you guys have enjoyed that interesting approach. That was by far one of the best turns I've ever done in a 777 actually. Or actually even the best turn I've done in a 777 was quite perfect, I would say. But comments are always appreciated on how well I did the turn. So yeah, anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I might fly the 777 out of here next time, not sure, but I'll have to do for full power if I do so. So yeah, anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Take care and goodbye.